Time for landing. Sorry for the horrible sounds. I'm sorry. Oh no, we had to move. Oh, we went out of gunpowder. Plane, everybody. It's called Plane. 2023 movie. You know what I mean? Just watch this review, please. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know what this was. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I just saw Plane today on the 1st of February. We're getting there. So yeah, this video was this review, sorry, it's kind of late, and yeah, it's weird because I should have watched it around late, January, and I just, it's complicated. So yeah, I have watched Plane. Loads of people have different opinions about this movie until now. So yeah, some of my friends, family, just the black band is missing, so I can't wear this because it's not here. But anyway, back to this film. This film it's fabulous. It's really good, lovely, everything. A little bit scary for some viewers if you're not into violence and all this 2020 action films. Just because if you're into I know I keep on doing this, I like the 2000s, 2010s, this sort of thing. I'm just saying, I do, for 2020 standards, this is a good action violent movie. Some violent action movies are not good. Well, if they were good, it's not my sort of thing. But this is my sort of thing. But at the same time, we missed some parts being out, I need to Google it now. I'm really terrible at this. Brodie is got a daughter. We don't really see much of her. I like it in this movie when later on in this movie, this daughter has this sort of moment like, oh please, father, come home. I'm not sure if you hear me or not. Seriously, what's the point of that? For some reason, it's nearly the end of the movie, and you're telling me that you should have done it in the middle of the movie, but on a certain time, not in the middle of nowhere. This is complicated. So, because if you haven't seen this movie, you have no idea what I'm about, but that's okay, because some people are a little bit all over the place. Like me, I haven't watched this movie until the 1st of February. It's so crazy. Until now, everything's going to be back to normal, hopefully, with the reviews. I know that some old movies are going to come out this year. I'm so sorry. So I won't watch all the 2023 movies, but I will just watch some, okay? Because I have got budget to watch movies. And not all the movies, but just some, anyway. So that's really it about some mistakes. Also, the biggest mistake in the movie, we don't see he's saved the day, we got some of that, but only in the plane, and at the end of the movie. And okay, the first part was good, the second part was good, and the ending was kind of I was really into the action, the final bit, but at the same time the final ending bit was lame-ish, but at the same time it was doable. But people have different opinions about this movie, so I'm just saying, people might think, oh, it's a good ending, whoopie-doo, it's a good ending. I thought it was good, but on small doses, at the end bit, not the whole entire thing. The whole entire thing is good, but just the end was, you know what I mean? So, okay, so I think okay, the characters. Could we go to the characters here? So the characters, Brodie, this killer who's friends with Brodie in this film. You can tell by watching the movie. The first time he went through the doors, or the first time you saw him in the doorway, you know he was going to be a friend with this Brodie character, something like, you know. Anyway, why is every flipping Brodie name in a movie is a hero? Like Jaws, and this film, and other films, I can't remember what they're called, but I know some, you know, characters who are called Brodie are actually heroes or something. But anyway, so yeah, we see him going through the doors and everything, and he saves the day with this man called Brodie, who's a pilot and also a father. We saw this whole thing before. Like, you know that little tiny mini movie called something to do with Stephen King. It feels like that, but nothing to do with meatballs eating the actual Earth. It's nothing to do with that. But apart from that, it's similar. We saw this sort of thing before, but okay, it's okay. It's by a 2023 movie so far, anyway. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's good. I wouldn't say it's fabulous, even though at the start of this review I keep on saying it's fabulous, it's good. Maybe I got a second thought on this. Maybe, okay, it is good. It is fabulous good, actually, but not really if you saw other plane kind of movies, like, not Pixar plane. Pixar plane is full losers. No, you like Pixar plane, do you? But I'm like, I'm not really into that sort of thing. I'm more like, I'll talk about Pixar movies later on, but I'm like, at the moment we're talking about plane here. So I'm like, when I saw other plane movies, you know, there's a do with planes, not just this plane movie. But if you want to see what I've done there, because it's plain, it's not really amusing. Plain, even though it's fabulous, it's just plain. That's good. I'm just kidding. So I'm like, yeah, this film is good, but other films are similar to this, are even more lame. Like Stephen King's film about plane, it was more lame than this. But I'm like, this is a lame, exciting, whoopie-doo. You didn't really see much mistakes in the movie until you see it the second time. And that's kind of good, but kind of bad at the same time, because you're trying to trick yourself thinking, or not yourself, but somebody's tricking you thinking it's a good movie. Some of the audience like this movie, but when they're watching later on, it's a flop. It's a flop. They're gonna tell people it's a flop. Oh no! Don't do that, guys. Just don't do that. I think we love this movie, but at the same time we just it's a It's not a meh to an air. An air, it's a, and meh is a. So there's a difference between those two. Air is a, and a meh is a. So, you know, so that's the difference between air and meh. But I'm like, it's probably the same thing, but I'm like, I don't know, but. Okay, so this plane movie, get it, is similar to other miserable horror movies that are kind of miserable but kind of exciting, and this is what those movies are. But however, I'm not a big fan of those movies, but I think I watched it for the first time for like the 30th movie of them all, or something like that, but I'm like, it's like Avengers. I'm so sorry, guys, who's a fan of Marvel or whatever, but I have watched the final Endgame of Avengers, and people got really cheesed off and everything like that, saying, you should have watched the other Marvel Avengers stuff. And I'm like, so? I was a loser. I didn't really know what was going on, and everybody in the theatre cheered, like, when all the other characters went through this portal, this, you know, at the final bit, you know, and that's what I'm gonna expect when other people are into these sort of movies, like Plane, for example. If they're into Plane, do whatever you want to say about this film. If you want to say it's good or not, I agree with you, but I'm not into these old movies. If you're into plain movies, not plain movies, but plain like this plain movie, like, well, plain. Not plain like, it's a plane, aeroplane. Get it in your head, guys. So yeah, okay. So I do like the characters, but the side characters, not really good. You don't see the backstory with the other side characters, like the passengers, for example. But the ones who work for the captain and the crew, the crew guy who's from Hong Kong, I don't really know his name anymore. But I'm like, okay, so his mate, Brodie, and the girlish sort of crew workers have sort not a backstory. Obviously, Brodie and his mate is kind of got a backstory. Brodie has definitely got a backstory, but I'm like, but yeah, it's complicated. Just play to watch the movie and you know what I'm about. But yeah, I think you're wasting your money because I think it's a good movie, but I think you need to watch. I'm just talking to the director, whoever made this film, who's on something. But I'm like, it's a good movie, but I think we needed more. Just cut down all the things, or else it'll be a 4-hour movie, not a 2-hour movie. Because it was a good time of this movie, not in the movie, but it was a good time. 2 hours movie because we need a 2-hour movie like this, but not a 2-hour movie. Like, we never see the workers who's in the office thinking, okay, the plane had crashed somewhere, we need to help Brodie and the crew or survive. Well, these weird gangster monsters. I was gonna say monsters. No, it's not monsters. These gangs of miserable old dodgy killers are like killing even the killer who becomes a friend in this movie on this plane. Seriously, this film is weird, but I'm like, I enjoy this in small doses, but at the same time, the small doses like wasted away from like the final bit because I thought I saw this sort of thing before. As everybody knows, we saw this sort of thing before with this film playing, and I was dead inside, really, because even though I was like, really like, okay, let's go, don't get killed, go, it was kind of dead inside for me, but never mind, it was a movie that doesn't really go in the box office, and if it was gonna be a flop in the box office, I'm not gonna be wrong, but if it's gonna be a big hit, well, why? Why is it a big hit? It's not a good movie. Okay, it is a good movie, but we need more in this movie. But it's doable. This film is doable, but it's fabulous doable. It's not doable like Stephen King doable or the horror movies. It's just. Well, the horror movies are nothing really. It's more like the mini horror movies on Horror Channel is rubbish, isn't it? It's like this, but like more realistic, but more. Okay. I do. No. I don't know. Okay. I know you're not going to watch this movie because I'm telling you the plot, kinda. But just don't really waste your money on this movie because I don't think you might enjoy it that much than the trailer might look. Because all trailers are supposed to give you a hint and kind of like an excitement to this movie, but some movies never are. So But anyway, what do you think? Put in the comments down below if the comments are on. I'll see what you think. But I think it's a good movie, but not exactly. But never mind. I spent nearly a month going to watch this movie thinking, oh, it's really good, I want to watch it, and then it's fabulous lame. It's not fabulous, it's fabulous lame. I keep on saying in the beginning bit of this movie review, it's fabulous, but I'm thinking now it's a fabulous in 20% and like 80% is like, but I don't know. I did really like this movie, but I don't know. Okay, I do like the plot and everything, but Yep, this movie has lost me now. Bye, folks.